What's happening? I'm Harris for the Gig Guide. I'm here with the Frescoes. How are you? Alright?
Right, how you doing?
If you just want to firstly introduce yourselves, your names and what you play in the band, if that's alright.
I'm Blair Blythe. I play lead guitar. That's pretty much it. I just play lead guitar.
I'm Kieran Cowan. I'm rhythm guitar and lead vocals.
I'm Marnie Harrow and I play the bass.
I'm Stuart Wilkie and I play the drums.
Thanks very much for having me here. You've just played a wee set here at Room 2 supporting Nova Scotia. How do you think it went, alright?
I think it was really good. They're good lads. We played with them last year in SWG3 Warehouse in April, and glad to be back doing it again.
Yeah, you got any
No, it was good. It was a good gig. There's a bit of feedback, which was a bit annoying, but I think we played well despite that.
It
It was an amazing turnout for the crowd, because a lot of them were for us, so it was really good looking out and seeing familiar faces.
It was a great turnout. The room was packed, so it was good looking out to that.
Well, that leads me on to my next question there. You had quite a healthy crowd, kind of cheering for you, shouting at you and stuff. A good wee chunk of people. Is that the kind of thing that you want to build as a band, like a strong fan base?
Absolutely, that's one of our main fuck. retake. That I don't even know the word. Ask Stuart, he'll answer that.
As any band would want, you want a bunch of people there, but we're quite lucky to have a lot of good friends that come out and see us. We've had friends that have been to every gig since the start of them last year, and we're hoping to build it to do more than just the friends and pals, get more of a fan base coming.
I think absolutely want to. I think we've got a good thing going just now, and we want to share the music.
What we've got right now, we've only been together for just over a year. What we've got already is it's like means the world to us, and it's quite impressive. A lot of people have said. So yeah.
No worries. I will lead on to that. You just celebrated your year anniversary of your first gig 5 days ago. What can you take as what can you learn from like a year roughly as a band?
I mean, if anyone knows us, we've had quite a few changes within the band lineup. Members leaving, a bit of stuff like that. But take it on board. It's a learning curve. Learn from these mistakes or learn from these experiences, and just don't let it stress you out. Don't give up, because if you've got the passion, no matter what happens, nothing's gonna take that away from you.
Yeah, pretty much that.
Anything?
I agree with everything you said.
So obviously you played set the night 2 covers. What goes into picking a set list and including covers as well? Just want to know what kind of goes into that. Who picks it and why certain songs in certain places and stuff like that.
It's kind of just a mixture, everything. Sometimes one of us will suggest a song, and then everyone they'll agree, and then we'll go with that. And then other times, it's just I don't know. It's just kind of building up there.
Yeah, I would say we've all got a kind of our own style within the genre, so everybody kind of mixes in, chooses what they like, and then it ends up. Because you don't want to do a cover that's just playing the exact same as the original, so then everybody puts their own style on that. And if we find something that we like, then we just roll with it.
Yeah, just try build kind of an even amount of originals and covers into the set. Get a good mix of kind of styles and fast songs, slower songs, so that the audience isn't bored of anything.
Well, just want to kind of bring on to this just now. How do you think there's good opportunities in kind of current day music for the up and coming scene for bands like yourselves?
I mean, I think especially starting out, a promoter's the way to go. You're not having to pay anything. You get gigs, you sell tickets, you make money off your ticket sales, and then there's other bands there bringing their own fans, so you get to play with them, and then more people to share your music to. I think that's the best thing for new bands starting out. I think there's a decent amount of promoters, and one we're with RCMS, they're brilliant. They've given us really good gigs so far, and just reach out. That's the one thing I'd say. Email bands, email venues, email promoters, and just that's all you can do. They won't come to you, so you got to go to them.
Kind of going back to the set as well, talking about the audience. Obviously, I'm not one to assume there's a good chunk of older people there as well. Again, I'm not one to assume if they're your family or whatever or not. How do you kind of incorporate your set to include and target a kind of large target audience, or are you looking to just kind of go for a certain kind of genre of people?
I mean, I think we've got a certain genre of people that come to our gigs, and we've gained that through some of the cover choices we pick and the originals as well. But then we sometimes try to change it up a bit, do a bit of kind of 2000 stuff for kind of millennials and a bit older stuff as well. We just try to hit as a wide base if we can, especially at the start, to try and get people to your gigs, and then you can narrow it down later.
Anything in?
Yeah, I think that if we just put out the music that we like and we believe in, then the people that like it will come, and the people that don't like it won't. So I don't know how much we're really concerned about targeting anyone in specific, but more just about making the music, and then whoever wants to listen will.
How else do you think you can attract new fans aside from the music?
I don't know, Stuart's probably the best one for that.
What was the question, so I can hear?
How else can you attract new fans aside from just the music?
I mean, I think social media is a massive thing, and it's difficult. People say post every day, post twice a day, and especially for young bands that are busy with school or work, they can't do that. It's difficult. I think just try social media, try it out, push out posts, push out stories, and again reach out to people. I think that's the only kind of way forward in this kind of current day.
And again, talk about that, the current day music. Do you think there's a kind of wide gap between, working class bands and those with a bit more money behind them?
I don't think so. I think there's definitely a range of them, but I mean, everyone's going to get big someday if you keep it. If your music's good and you keep working it, the passion's the biggest thing, and just keep trying.
And at any point, can we see you going into the studio and recording some tracks?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we've got originals written, we've played them live. It's pricey, I'm not gonna lie, to get in a studio, but we'll figure something out and hopefully get something out by the summer.
I've asked Chris a couple of my previous interviewees. I would like you to go through all your outfits, explain kind of what they are and why that came to be. If you would all like to stand up as well when you talk about it, feel free to do that. That's not a problem. If you want to go yourself first,
I'll stay sitting there. So start from the bottom. I've got my Converse. I don't know, I liked them. Julian Casablancas wore them. And I like him, so I thought I'd get them. I've got my Nike socks. I don't know, they're just socks. They are white. Just plain Nike socks. I've got some jeans from Hollister. I went into the shop and I like the look of them, and I've got my Levi's shirt because I like cowboys.
I've got my absolute battered Sambas on that's been through loads of wars. I've got my baggy jeans from where are they from? H&M. And I've got this wee jacket from Uniqlo.
Okay, I've got my boots on, I've got some patterned tights, skirt, and a denim top, which is a vintage special.
I've got my Sambas on, white Nike socks. These jeans are from H&M, but they're not just any H&M, it's H&M in Copenhagen. Got just a long white sleeve t-shirt, and got this from Vintage, I think it's Vans. I've been told I look like Cal from Arcala, but I've also been told I look like Dennis the Menace, so it's kind of got to weigh it up.
I was thinking the boy for Arcala. I was thinking that.
Thank you. I was going for.
Just bringing it back to the music again. What can people who haven't came to your gigs, what can they expect from one of your performances?
Okay, some high energy covers, crowd going mental, and some good originals.
You've took part in a wee bit of guerrilla marketing here, a bit of graffiti on the wall, a kind of bubble writing, all black marker. Does that kind of mimic your band out of the rest of them? What makes you as a band kind of stand out for the crowd like you do on that wall?
I mean, I think for the wall, we just wanted to make it look big so that people can see it. As a band, I think we've got quite a unique kind of sound, a lot of bands coming up, and I get why they're doing it, but they kind of start to sound the same as each other. Not in a bad way, but you're not going to get too many places if you sound the same as every other band. But I think we've got quite a unique sound that helps us.
Yep.
You think, boys?
I agree with everything Stuart said, to be fair. Definitely, a lot of the upcoming bands do tend to kind of they all just kind of blend into like the one kind of sound, and we're trying to kind of set ourselves apart and just kind of create our own kind of sound. But we probably don't have that sound yet, but we just need to keep playing and finding that sound.
Yeah, boss. Right. Well, can I go on to the venues as well? Played Room 2 tonight. You played Classic Grand. You mentioned SWG3 in the past. What do you think you can learn about playing all these kind of wee small venues across the city?
Be prepared for the worst. I mean, everything that can go wrong could go wrong. Played gigs in SWG3 warehouse where the kit was falling apart mid-set. You know, snare falling off the stand, cymbals falling over, and just be prepared. You know, have spare gear. Make sure you've got, you know, your load in and load out kind of to a T, and just be prepared for stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. You just don't know what's going to happen, so you need to be prepared.
You know, it's definitely a good experience going around these little venues, because you kind of just pick up things. You just like see other folk, even all the working with all the sound guys and then other bands. You just kind of like pick up these wee things, and you learn a lot from just going about these venues. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great talking to all the sound people in the different bands. Earlier on I was chatting to some of the boys from Nova Scotia about pedals and gear and stuff. I think it's just good to get other people's insight into what they use to get their sound, and then how we can use that to get our sound in a different way. So
Brilliant. I just wanted to ask you yourself this, mate. Obviously as a lead singer, how important do you think it is having a kind of presence and authority on the stage as a singer?
Oh, definitely. Very important, because you've got to stand out. Like, you've got to try everything you can to just be rememberable, and it's whether that's, you know, dancing or like just being really energetic or just anything, you've got to be rememberable. And obviously, like, I'm learning as I'm going, but like I'm just picking up little things here and there, and yeah, hopefully I'll become rememberable.
Thanks very much. And lastly, what can we expect from the Frescoes going forward?
Plenty more gigs. We've got a festival. I'm not saying where, it's not released yet, so we'll let you know soon. That's around June time. Some more gigs during the summer. We've got all summer off to play, and hopefully some tunes out.
Yeah, hoping to record reasonably soon, so get some songs out.
Record.
yeah, I think recording, we've got a lot of opportunity for gigs soon, so hopefully you'll be seeing us soon.
Thanks very much. You're amazing. Cheers.